Hey guys, Aaron here from gsinvention.com. Welcome back to episode 2 of how to make a full platformer game in Gamesalad. In this video, I'll be showing you how to set up your main actor. The first thing we're going to do is go to Actors. We'll add 2 new actors. We'll name one Main Actor and the other one Ground. We'll then click Home. We'll go into our Actors section and we'll create a new tag. We'll call this Platforms. Any actor that is platform based, drag it into the platform tag as it'll make it easier to edit down the line in the series. So we'll go back to Scenes, open our scene, and we'll go into our ground actor. We'll change the size of it to 80 width and 40 in height. We'll then scroll down to physics. We'll turn density, friction, and bounciness to 0 and untick movable. This is so when the actor falls down and hits the ground and collides with it, the ground is not going to move away, it's going to stay in the exact position you put it into. We turn density, friction, and bounciness all to 0 because when the actor collides with the ground, if you had any of these above 0, your actor would bounce away from the screen or would be held down for a longer amount of time on the platform itself with friction and density. Let's go back to Home, Initial Scene. We'll drag our ground actor onto the scene, give it a nice little image, and fill out the rest of the ground here. We'll now go to our main actor and we'll drag it on the screen and resize it however you like. We'll go to the Attributes section. We'll create a new attribute, integer, and we'll name it Falling Speed. We'll now go back into our main actor. We'll drag in the accelerate rule. Make sure we're facing directly down at a direction of 270 degrees with the acceleration of the attribute we just created. The next thing we'll do is we'll drag in a collide behavior. Actor of type collides with ground. We'll then turn on preview, and as you'll see, nothing happens. So we'll have to go back to Home, Scenes, Attributes, and we'll edit the falling speed attribute. We'll change it to 800. So now if we turn on the screen, as you'll see, it's bouncing. So the next thing we have to do is go back into the main actor and do the same thing that we did to the ground, to the main actor, with a slight adjustment. So we'll go down to Physics, we'll turn off density, friction, and bounciness, and we make sure we leave movable ticked so that we can actually move the actor left, right, and jump later on in the series. We'll click Preview, and there we go. Now the last thing we have to do before we finish this episode is go back into Attributes and create 2 real attributes. The reason we're creating real attributes instead of integer attributes is that integers only go by whole numbers, whereas real attributes can add decimals, and we'll be needing decimals for these 2 attributes. So we'll call the first one player X and the second one player Y. We'll go back into our actors, into the main actor, and we'll drag in 2 constrain attributes. We'll constrain the attribute we just created, game, player X, to self position x will then constrain game player y to self position y. So what this does, it is going to constantly update your x and y position of the main actor to the two attributes we just created in real time. So wherever you go in the game, these two values will be stored into the two attributes we just created, which will be needed later on in the game. So that's it for this episode, guys. Feel free to head over to the next one. And make sure to check out our website at www.gsinvention.com.